Yeah, so gone are the days when customers, especially in public sector, were thinking, do I move to the cloud? Most of my technical debt, some of them is already, paid off, like mainframes and everything, they're not paying for it. They're like, do I really transition? Now I'm seeing it, like the last few years, public sector customers have realized it's a must. They have to do it. It's not like a if or should I, it's like when and how. And there are budgetary constraints that come into it. So in AWS, what we've done to help these customers is come up with multiple migration pathways, which is very custom to each unique customer's need. So they can choose how fast, how slow, when, to what extent they want to go. And there's always the multi-cloud, hybrid cloud situation too. And now with data being predominantly available and also required for many of these things, data interoperability is key. So customers, when they come up with a cloud strategy, I'm seeing, and what we do at AWS is make sure we encourage and coach them and educate them on how to come up with a very secure, efficient, and interoperable cloud strategy, because that's important, and how we support them with many migration programs that we have. We also have expertise in-house called professional services who've been doing this for years across the globe. So we bring that expertise to them, and we have a plethora, thousands of partners around the world who helped us make this happen successfully for our customers. So it's not a one-shoe-fits-all approach, of course, but we are helping customers get through it. And we have a lot of solutions like in AWS that take care of the governance part, especially across these hybrid clouds or multi-cloud environment, regardless of where they are, can help them with the security compliance, which is critical in public sector. Oh, that's close to my heart, because data and AI are my key go-to things. So in a nutshell, I think data is one of the most valuable assets for government entities. It's super critical, and what they do with that data and how they extract the true value of it is very important. So using data to do AI-driven insights, real-time dashboards to make the right decision making, and also having a very secure data platform like data lakes and data meshes that allows them to make decisions that are based on evidence, not just because I want to, right? So evidence-based decision making is super critical as well. So it is important. Customers are doing it in AWS. We have a lot of solutions on AI that we've launched. Recently at our last reInvent, we launched Amazon SageMaker Unified Studio that brings in all the analytics platforms, security, governance, as well as AI into one beautiful solution that customers can use easily. We also have QuickSight, where we are enabling using AI agents to make it easy. You can just ask questions and it'll bring out the dashboards for you, for executives to use. You don't have to code, you don't have to customize your dashboard. Remember those days we had to put a whole IT team to build a dashboard that execs can use, and it'll take 6 months by the time you build it. The use case is irrelevant. All that's gone. It's real-time decision making. And I'm looking forward to all what this new technology and innovation, especially around AI, is going to do for this data transformation, and how organizations around the world can get more value from the data. So that's a very good question, because with a lot of data, security is top of mind, especially with public sector and highly regulated industries, not just government, right? Like healthcare, financial sector. There's a lot more, and it's critical. So in AWS, security is job zero for us. It's never an add-on to anything we build. It's actually foundation. We build on top of security. So for our services, security has never been a concern or a constraint. In fact, many of our customers have told us that moving to an AWS cloud is way more secure than them managing it themselves on-prem. Yeah, I mean, the future is beautiful, especially for technologists like us. As I said, AI is changing the way we live and do things across the world. So in government and public sector, I think innovation is going to be around improved digital services, secure digital services for citizens, students, and patients. Right? Like it's a healthcare, education, and citizens. And it's not just about everything being e-government and e-services, right? It's about quick response, accurate, and also interdepartmental data sharing is super critical. I'll give you an example that really highlights the value it brings, because it makes sure the taxpayers' money is used in the correct way, because that goes a long way. It's not just about that particular service. Assume someone is, has done a crime and they've sentenced. And the thing is, do you directly put them into the criminal justice system, or is there a healthcare situation that requires them to be treated? So if you put them in prison and they're there for years and they're let out, they're going to repeat it if they're not treated for the underlying cause. Instead, if the data is shared at the time of sentencing, they can decide this person needs to be sent into a healthcare system to get treated versus the criminal system. So it's just one example, and the taxpayers' money is spent in the right way versus years and years of constant, this person comes out, goes back in, comes back, goes back in, and we've done it in a few states in the US and in some parts of the world, and it's benefited them quite a bit. So the public sector network allows us to connect with government leadership, engage with them, have meaningful conversations, understand what's going on. We do that on our own too, but working with public sector networks allows us to scale this, share global best practices, and collaborate with a partner that thinks alike as to help customers and help transform the public sector organizations around the world. It's interesting because it's not too choreographed. It's and all the topics that have been selected are very relevant, and you cannot see anyone pitching or selling. It's more like, hey, this is a problem you have. Everyone seems to agree, and yeah, and I think it's more social and allows you to connect one-on-one with more customers. And I really like the openness and the less constrained agenda that you have.